All right, we're still waiting for a response, presumably from Democrats, on the president's request for $4.5 billion more in emergency funding for the border. Former New Mexico Governor Susana Martinez joins us right now. Governor, thank you for taking the time. When we last chatted, Governor, I mean, you had some ideas where some of that money could go. The White House has assured me that this is not going to be a secret way of getting more wall funding or the rest, but that it needs this money immediately. Where would you use it?
You know, where the $4.5 billion that Congress has to release, has to provide immediately, will go to humanitarian care. And the humanitarian care will be to make sure that they're feeding and taking care of those illegal immigrants that have been processed or being processed, and more capacity to be able to have the illegal immigrants in those shelters, also to provide health care and be able to see doctors immediately and to make sure that they are healthy. Also for border security operations, such as for smuggling of individuals, and to making sure that the capacity for unaccompanied children is also increased. And so the $4.5 billion needs to be something that Congress issues immediately, because the crisis is today. It's not next month after they're done with all of the hearings that are going on that we see on TV all the time. It is today, it was yesterday, and it was last month, and we need to actually deal with it immediately.
Do you feel confident Mexico is doing all it can to deal with this on its own?
You know, we have to partner with them. There is no doubt that Mexico and the United States partner in many other ways, and this is one of those things that we're going to have to partner with them to make sure that they can deal with the immigrants that are coming across into Mexico, because they are the first country, and that is where asylum should be sought. But are they doing enough
in that regard? I mean, our criticism has been that they're not, and lately they have been rounding up a good many coming from all points south, Latin America, South America, what have you, and taking them in. Others hop on buses or whatever to get to the border to form these caravans we hear so much talk about. So it gets back to the question, are they doing all they can?
You know, what they have to work with as well is, and they're confronting, is the cartels.
Right.
They have the cartels who they get paid anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 per person to be brought to the border of the United States and turn themselves into the Border Patrol. And so that is something they're combating as well, is those folks are paying to be transported in a very short period of time compared to the months it was taking before to actually walk through that journey up through Mexico. And so we need to make sure to shore it up and make sure that they're working with the United States so that those folks that do not have true asylum claims can be returned to their countries. We have over 100 countries, people from 100 countries coming to the border, our weakest point in the U.S.-Mexican border. And so I'm hopeful that we can continue to work with Mexico.
You have talked for years, even in your days as governor, there's got to be a comprehensive immigration plan. There never is. Are you any more optimistic now that there could be?
You know, I can only speak to the American people and those folks who elected their officials in Congress and tell them they have to make phone calls to their elected officials in Washington and demand that there be changes and reforms in the asylum laws. They have to be part of this process and insist that we take care of the issues that are taking place on the border. We just lost a 10-month-old baby because of the rafts that are being put together by these cartels that are bringing families, and they're made so poorly without any safety gear. And a 10-month-old child was drowned in the Rio Grande River. I'm from El Paso. The border was the river. I prosecuted cases on the border from cartels. We don't have even Border Patrol agents who are at the Border Patrol checkpoints. And so actually the cartels are trafficking more drugs because they can move faster than Congress can move.
Wow. Governor, thank you for taking the time.
Absolutely. You're very welcome, Neil.
Governor Martinez.